Sam the Eagle gives this short 2 stars. Still filled with weirdos.
Feeling other fellows. Oops. Sorry, guys.
I'm suddenly far more uncomfortable.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really sorry. Oops.
Breaking news from Lawrence, Kansas. Little girl cries at desk. Find out how this affects your family at 5.
Judy, what's wrong?
Why would they just leave Brittany alone?
I didn't do a thing.
Guilty much?
You saw me. I was just
He definitely sounds like an innocent party, I think.
I think so.
She's
yeah.
right. She did it herself. You heard her.
Yeah, you heard her. I need some benzoyl peroxide. I'm an obvious
One at a
teenager.
time, please. Jack, Judy, now let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this. Jack, tell me what...
Whatever happened in this classroom is going to take a great deal of explaining. Suppose we go back to the day the trouble really started. Judy has brought with her a bottle of perfume.
The world's
It
smallest
was her
hip
first
flask
real
to
perfume,
me.
and she was eager to show
Ooh,
it
is
to her
this Paris
friends.
Hilton's skank?
And the girls were impressed.
Does this smell like chloroform to you? Yeah, it does.
Oh, there's the bell.
Oh, the egg timer just went off.
Cookies are done!
Cookie!
You know, Dory, you get me, man. I don't care what a lady and her baby say. You're one swell guy.
The viral outbreak begins.
Good morning.
Ow! Ow!
Uh-oh, teacher must have been crop dusting again.
Woo-wee, stinky. Oh, you stop that. All right, now, let's all find our places, please. Time for class to begin.
It began as simply as that. Jack first teased Judy on impulse. Most teasing begins that way. Some of it never goes any
Got my
farther than
nose.
good-natured bantering.
Why didn't they finish our desks?
Yet Jack persisted in tormenting Judy. She felt Jack was no longer trying to be funny, as much
No,
as he
Jack
was
just
trying to
writes
hurt
in
her
50-point
feelings.
font. The next page says, like a summer breeze.
Or delicious.
Yeah.
Is that a yarmulke? Is this film actually trying to teach us the conflict between Israel and Palestine?
Telepathic taunting.
Oh, it must be the moose sweater. First time travel.
And now this!
Yeah!
The situation seemed to gather momentum of its own, like a snowball rolling downhill.
With a rock in it.
Is this
Until
the
Judy dreaded
real
meeting Jack at
life,
all.
or is this
Until
just
she hated to go to
fantasy?
school, where he could
Caught
tease her.
in a landslide, no escape from Jackass
Her schoolwork
City.
began to suffer. She spent more time worrying about Jack's next attack than about her studying.
Think about a diet change, please. Broccoli diet? Seriously?
Judy, could you stay a moment? I'd like to talk with you.
About hepatitis.
Yes, Miss Brown.
See you later, doorway.
Judy,
You
you've
know
been
that
very
ascot does
unhappy
nothing
lately.
for you.
Something's troubling you, something that interferes with your schoolwork. Wouldn't you like to tell me about it?
I ain't no snitch.
Judy, I want to help you. What's wrong?
There isn't anything wrong, Miss Brown. May I go now?
Yes, you may go. But if you ever feel like talking about it, won't you let me know?
Maybe I can reach these kids if it weren't for all that sexting.
Nor was Miss Brown the only one who was
The young
beginning
Matt
to feel
Groening
concerned over the problem of
gets a
teasing
start.
as it affected Judy and Jack.
I got the
Classmates who could see
defective
what was
piece of
going
chalk.
on
Brought to
were
you by
beginning to take an
Rosart,
active
now with
interest.
more toxicity.
Alright.
Listen, you're riding Judy too hard.
The ladies like it nice and easy. Trust me, I know.
Jack tries to activate his laser vision before realizing he doesn't have it.
I think it's awful.
That this guy keeps filming us while we brush our hair. He won't even let us have a mirror.
I don't want to be a tattletale. Not if I can help it. Oh, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll think of something.
To get us out of this basement.
Finally, one day, the business all came to a head.
All right, class. Bill has just told us what he considers to be the important effects of the Industrial Revolution. The invention of the sewing machine and the invention of the cotton gin.
And child labor
Do the rest of you
laws.
have any
filtered
other
cigarettes.
ideas?
And Pez dispensers.
All right, Judy, how about you? What do you think?
Well, Miss Brown, I think...
Then, overwhelmed by her peers' laughter, Judy died.
There we have the incident
Oh.
leading up to the unhappy situation in which Judy and Jack found themselves. The point is, what could have been done? What should have been done before Jack's disregard for the other fellow's
I don't
feelings
think calling
resulted in
Judy a
this?
fella makes it any better.
What do you think? Should Judy have reported Jack's actions to Miss Brown?
Or reported straight to Joseph McCarthy
Judy,
about Jack's
I just want to
socialist
help you.
newsletter.
What's wrong?
Miss Brown, well, it seems sort of silly when you go to tell about it, and I don't want to tattle.
Or get shanked on the
but,
playground
well,
as a result.
Well, it's Jack Sims. He teases me all the time. I had a bottle of perfume. one day,
it was good.
and
Went
got
down
broken
smooth.
So that he could smell it, and ever since he's been driving
It's
me
American
crazy.
Education Week. This is the only week that they
He's been
have
calling me
American Education.
It's the only week.
Do you think bringing the problem out in the open, tattling, if you want to call it that, would have been justified?
No, today they
And the
call it
wisest thing for
whistleblowing,
Judy
and
to
it
do?
leads to lucrative book and movie deals.
Or do you believe that under ordinary circumstances, the problem would have worked itself out, with a little more help on the part of Judy's schoolmates?
You stinky Judy. Listen, I thought I told you to lay off.
Little
Let
Billy
her
likens
alone.
himself to
Why,
Clint
what's
Eastwood of
you?
the class.
Oh, you make me tired. Always hurting Judy's feelings, and just because she beat you in that essay contest.
It
Say,
didn't help
you
that the
can't
essay
say that.
topic they had to
Oh,
write
yeah?
about was how
Everybody
awkward it
else
was to
did.
be the smelly kid.
Stupid laser vision.
Or there's another course Judy might have tried, retaliation, getting
The most
even with
preferred
Jack.
method.
Say, what's the big idea? What do you think you're doing?
Why, what are you talking about? I haven't the faintest idea of what you mean.
Bitch, messing with my street cred, stepping on my reputation.
Wherever you go, there will be teasers. Occasionally, these people are amusing, more often simply discourteous and annoying.
Sometimes
But
there are
teasers
women
may
who
do real
refuse to
damage
remove their
if
pasties.
they ridicule others because they look or act differently. Or, as in Judy's case, because they are victims of circumstances.
She's the perfect neck for framing.
Wherever you go,
Judy
there
dear,
will be those
please
who
don't cry on the
can't take
books.
it.
This is a public
When
school.
someone is making
We're
every
going to
effort
need
to hurt
those
our
for another
feelings,
50 years.
very few of us can take it. Even if you are never the teaser, or never the one being teased, you will meet this problem. There is a Judy or Jack among your friends.
And they're all on
What
Facebook.
should Judy have done?
Vengeance will be mine.
Did Jack know what he was doing?
Hey,
Or
babe,
Judy.
you wanna stick up my moose sweater? Yeah.
If you were Jack,
Stupid, non-existent laser vision.
if you were one
Little
of their
Obama.
classmates,
Shapeshifters. All of them.
Ron Paul 2012.
what would you do?
That's just a really happy class right there. From all of us here at a special level of hell, we do like Popeye. And see you later. So this little shout out goes to Derek and Megan and everybody at the hookah bar. Woo! Go Iowa!